MemoCalc.com is a versatile tool that allows you to perform different day-to-day calculations. Would it be a simple calculator, financial calculators like loan, mortgage, future value, present value, salary comparisons, car loans, purchase comparison, surface volume, let's say to come to calculate, let's say an apartment, for example, or a surface, circular, sphere, cylinder, calculations, lots of type of conversions, mathematical formula, and of course, taking notes. What sets apart this tool is that beside taking notes, as you see here, you can take notes. You see here the films and series I still have to look at. But you can, for any calculation, let's say a mortgage, you can save it. And once you save it, you have, this is all my saves here for the demo. And for example, if I did a mortgage, for example, US one, because you can have also a year check for Canadian or European ones. So you see here you have all from all the data you input, the number of years percentage that you enter, and you don't have to remind, afterwards. And you do calculate, and you have also all your mortgage here tables here. So this is very convenient. And as I said, you can just have enter a name and do save, and it will save it to your archive file. So you can manage those and delete them here or save them, when you are in the calculations. So you can do the same for any type. And the other aspect that, before continuing on this, the other aspect that sets it apart, it's very interesting, is that it's available as a website, MemoCalc.com. This is because of the demo here, localhost, but usually you would have, MemoCalc.com. You can just press here when you are on Chrome, and you could install it, and it would install as a mobile application. It's not exactly a mobile application. I will talk about it a bit more later, but it acts like it, and you could be completely disconnected from the web and it would still work. Okay, so this is very convenient. And so if we continue on the type of calculations we can do, examples, one that is very interesting, even if you don't use it very often, but it's very convenient. For example, you do salary comparison. This is a real example from a friend, with a senior consultant. So this is the salary, the yearly salary, hours per day. So you enter all your information, the adjustment, benefits that he has, holidays, etc. And you realize that with the adjustment, it's not only for about $40 an hour he makes, but almost 50. Okay, so if he has an offer in consultation, he could, manage to know about what he want to obtain as a salary, hour salary, for example. So this is interesting for a car loan. Also, if you just, hesitate between renting or buying a car, so you could do, for example, a calculation, and you see sometimes it's a bit long to enter. So if you shopping for a car and you have different conditions here, you just have to save it, car loan, let's say, I don't know, GM, something, or Tesla or whatever, and you do save, and you have all your options, in your archive, and you have all the information about the cost of loan, rental, purchasing, etc. The present value, it could be possible usage of calculate the value right now, from the present value of a rent. Let's say the real value of an insurance payment, for example, or investment certificate. Same thing for future value, but have the value that you will get in the future. Surface volume, sometimes it could be interesting. As I said previously, let's say you have a small studio that is the surface, an apartment studio by, I don't know, 30 by 15 feet. So you see, you would calculate, it would give you in fact here that it's 450 square feet, but let's say it would be a pool because it's not very big, so 5 feet deep. So you see you would have all the volumetric, quantities here that has been added at the same time. You have of course to enter at this time that those values are in feet, and you do calculate. So you see you still have 450 feet here rectangular area, but you have how many liters or US gallon or imperial, UK gallons and quart, but it's not very useful in this case. But anyway, if it would be pots and pans, for example, that you would use the cylinder, and you would have here the number of quarts, fluence ounces, etc. So the conversion, it's very, very convenient. You have it in the same tool. Of course, you could Google it, but you have it right now. And the library is much bigger than you could have in Google, conversion, because it's the same library that is used for research institutes. So you have a lot of them, so much that I put in yellow those that are the most common, and I even put a specific page for it. So the most frequent, let's say length, and the speed for kilometers and miles, the length here, centimeters, for example, if you want to centimeters in feet, convert. So you have here, and you could, of course, it's not very useful in this case, but you could save it if you want. So all calculations you can save. Okay, beside that you have of course the calculator, which there is one which is formula, but you have the formula also here. So for example, if we go on the archive here, I could show it to you, for example, that you could have here a formula. This is a big formula for the attraction from the moon to Earth. So you have the value in Newton here. So, or you could have, very simple value also. So this is the formula here, but you have the exactly same powerful possibilities if you do it through the calculator and have those here that you could use and replace by the value here, or just do simple calculations like that, equal, and that's it. And you could save all your information here in the save. So this is very convenient. I have it all the time open on my mobile, and so any calculation you have to do, and notes of course, and you bring it very fast. So if I come back to the possibility of saving it as a mobile application, first, I forgot to tell you that this type of installation is also possible to do with iPhone and iPad, except that it's slightly different. It's the plus sign. You have the share icon here on iPad and iPhone, and it's on the right here or at the bottom. And once you click on it, you have to select Add to Home Screen. This is important to select this, and after that I think there's a confirmation, and that's it. It will create an icon like this. And what I wanted to tell you also is that once you bring this, you see it's not contacting the web except to check that there is a newer version, but it used the last version of the code, so not the new version. The new version is downloaded slowly, so just wait few seconds or play with it, and the next time after you close it, and you have, remember, it's very important because you have to close all browsers also on your mobile or desktop, and the next time that you will enter it, it will be charged with the new code. Okay, so this is important to know because there will be more and more of this type of application in the future. So it's automatically updated, but always lagging, one execution, refreshment. It's not very important because it doesn't change a lot anyway. So it's not data that have to be updated hours to hours or day to day. It's just, it's the same calculator, So just let me know if you have some feedback or questions or suggestion, info@memocalc.com. Thank you very much for your attention. Thanks.